ISIL has claimed responsibility for the London attack. The statement apparently comes from ISIL's news agency called Amaq. It describes the London attacker as one of its soldiers who answered the call to strike citizens of countries which are part of the anti-ISIL coalition. But the statement doesn't offer any details of the operation, nor does it name the attacker. As far as Al Jazeera is concerned, this casts doubt on ISIL's apparent claim of responsibility.
Reach, so I get concerned and stop for a while, and then see like 10 to 15 bodies laying there, so much blood, so much crazy people running all around. And I asked a guy what's happening, and he told me like a black car just run over there. So.
Visitors to the tourist attraction, the London Eye, on the other side of the River Thames from the Houses of Parliament were placed on lockdown, held inside the pods as the drama unfolded below.
Seemed unusual on some police boats, and then we looked on the bridge and realized things were stopped and there were a lot of people running. And then we realized there must be something going on, but wasn't sure what it was.
London knew a terror attack was likely sooner or later, but for those caught up in the horror, it's something they'll never forget.
Bridge, and then I heard a big sort of crunch. Then I saw the vehicle mount the curb, and it was coming out so quickly. I saw some people be hit in front of me. James, who I was with, he sort of shouted, "Get out of the way!" I think, it happened so quickly. And I jumped to the left into the road. I think one of the guys had been hit.
A brave member of our police lost his life in defending what this country stands for. So it doesn't matter whether he's far right, whether he's far left, whether he's Islamist or anything. What matters is that he tried to destroy what we have.
Without you there, we thank you very much indeed.
With a car who is prepared to die, to kill people, it is extremely difficult to arrest him. The real question is, we must find solutions, global solutions to this problem, because it is obvious that the population in Europe are going to vote en masse for the far right anytime soon, confronting these attacks.
The third victim of the attack is named as Kurt Cochran, a US tourist in London to celebrate his anniversary. Aisha Frade and PC Keith Palmer were also killed. All three of them were parents. Donald Trump tweets to offer his prayers and condolences to Kurt Cochran. He calls him a great American.
30 seconds to do this.
Let's take an eye live to Al Jazeera's Lawrence Lee. He's in the city of Birmingham in England's West Midlands region. And the reason that you are there, Lawrence, is because that is one of the places where those raids were carried out earlier.
Yes, overnight last night there was a raid on this flat behind me with the anonymous-looking brown door on top of a Persian restaurant. And the police came in, arrested some people and took some things out of the flat. And through the course of today, the area has been basically besieged by the media, pointing their cameras at the door, watching specialist police officers go in and out, which they've done in numbers as the day has gone on. And that's basically is more or less the total of what's happened.
Number plates. According to authorities, he's a French national who also lived in France. Extra police and army officers have now been deployed in the centre of Antwerp. Media report that police found weapons and military equipment inside of his vehicle.
We have received a statement from the French President Francois Hollande confirming that this man is a French national. We understand that he was currently residing in France. As you say, the car he used had a French number plate. He is a 39-year-old man of, we're being told, North African descent. And there is some information that he might be from Tunisia, but we cannot as of yet confirm that. We are hearing from police that he was wearing military-style clothing and that after arresting him, they found in his car that he was carrying knives, he was carrying a rifle. He also had a gas can with unknown liquid inside.
Normality and a return to normality is anathema to the terrorists that want to carry out operations like these. And it's very, very important that we've seen it today.
Apocalyptic scenes in eastern Ukraine as a massive arms depot explodes. This, say the country's military, was an act of sabotage, possibly triggered by a drone. Some 20,000 people for kilometers around the town of Balaklia were being evacuated from their homes. There are no reports of injuries. The huge base is just 100 kilometers from the front line of Ukraine's conflict, and ammunition stored there is reportedly used to supply Ukrainian troops fighting pro-Russia rebels. An investigation for sabotage is underway amid suspicions an explosive device could have been dropped by a drone after reports of a previous attempt 2 years ago.
A former Russian politician has been shot dead in Ukraine. Denis Voronenkov was killed outside a hotel in central Kiev. He fled to Ukraine last year after facing accusations of fraud. He was a critic of Russia's annexation of Crimea. Wallens has more from Moscow.
Mobile phone footage taken immediately after the incident in central Kiev shows 3 stricken men lying on the pavement. The dead man, Voronenkov, his bodyguard, and another man believed to be the attacker. Now, those 2 men are in hospital at the moment in, we're told, a serious condition.
After 9 months of restoration work, the tomb where many Christians believe Jesus was buried has reopened to the public. An official ceremony has been held in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem's Old City, where experts have reinforced the tomb and carried out repairs on the masonry.
This restoration of the sacred edicule is not only a gift to our Holy Land, but to the whole world. The unity that is demonstrated in this restoration must be an inspiration to the peoples of our region, especially in times when our world is experiencing unfathomable difficulties and confusion.